Please help me welcome out at this time. You know him as the voice of Stolas. Please help me welcome Bryce Pinkham. You know her as the voice of Luna. Please help me welcome Erica Lindbeck. You know him as the voice of Moxxie. Please, Raleigh, give it up for Richard Horvitz. And I feel like there's an extra microphone, an extra spot. Animate Raleigh, please help me welcome Sam Half. Oh.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Raleigh.
Hello, Raleigh.
Hello, Raleigh.
Hello, Raleigh. Whoa.
I mean, this has been an incredible ride for you guys, right? I mean, from the start. I mean, when did you realize that this thing, whether it was Has-Been, whether it was Helluva Boss, this Helluverse, when did you realize that this thing had legs and that this is what it would look like?
Well, for me, it was as soon as Vivian Medrano asked me to be part of it. And I discovered her art online, and I discovered her vision was amazing. And when I heard there was music involved, and talents like Sam involved, and talents like these two involved, I knew, you had a winning combination. So that's how I knew. And that was from the beginning. That's why I've been on board since the very beginning. Yeah.
I think for me, there was a very pointed moment where, because one of my biggest projects, do you guys know about Persona 5? I'm sure. There we go. Yeah, so that has always been far and away my number one thing that people bring me out for. And I remember watching, I'm a very set it and forget it person. I'm very, I don't really, it's don't read your good press, don't read your bad press. I wasn't really paying attention to anything, and I knew the pilot had come out, and we were working on some episodes here and there for Helluva, but I remember being at anime conventions and noticing that Luna was outselling and outpacing everything else that I'd done in the last 10 years, and I just went, well, shit, okay, all right. And now, it's one of my bigger things, which is amazing because it's a role that I got to originate, which is not the case with anime and some JRPGs that I've been in, which I love working on those, of course, but it's really cool. I was on the ground floor of that pilot record, hungover as hell, having no idea what I was doing. So yeah, it's just been incredible, yeah.
I found out earlier today.
For me, it was actually, it was Richard, because it was 2020, and we were getting into recording early days on Helluva Boss. And I remember you had just come back from a convention, and you were like, it's the weirdest thing. People are more there for Moxxie than anything else.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're Richard fucking Horvitz. How is that possible? And that blew my mind.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it blew my mind too. I was like, wow, yeah, I am not a possum.
You've had a whole ass renaissance. I mean, you really have. You didn't need to work on anything else for the rest of your life. Obviously, you're a legend. But it's been really cool to watch Richard take the helm on a lot of this stuff and explore all this new stuff, these new things.
Yeah, it's been fun. I get to swear.
Now, Sam, you have written some incredible songs, right?
I'm sorry about everyone's Spotify Wrapped. I apologize.
And nominated for awards now, and you've got to work with some incredible talent. Now, when you're writing these songs, how much are you able to talk to the talent, and take, their highs, their lows into consideration, or do you say, hey, this is my song, do it?
I would say generally we always try to keep like key in mind. So we will finish a song, but if we have like session musicians, like guitarists and stuff in the song, we won't record them until we've confirmed key with talent. That is very, very important because otherwise we will have to re-record them, and that has happened more than once, where we've had a session musician in and then we realize we need to change the key of the song and we need to bring them back in. So that's part of it, but a big part of it is almost kind of the social component, because it's not just about feeling out where is comfortable pitch-wise for talent. It's also about figuring out kind of everyone's personalities face-to-face and figuring out the kind of stuff that makes them have fun. Because that is one thing that is basically impossible to fake, is fun. So I think that's really, really important. And I think that's also a big change in terms of Helluva and Has Been, where like the more we got to work with actors, the more we got a sense of, oh, this is what this person likes to do. And keeping that in mind with songs is so much bigger than pitch for us.
Yeah, we have, like, Sam and I share the session directing. So, like, I'll direct the dialogue and the scenes. And Sam, most of the time we're doing it via Zoom because a lot of our talent's in New York and we're in Los Angeles. And then Sam will pop on after on the Zoom. That's what I meant by pop on. And hopefully they still have their voice. Sometimes we'll do the music first and the voice. But I'm always communicating with Sam via the chat, like, hey, that was a great take, but it doesn't sound like, you know, like maybe the voice doesn't sound quite in character. And Sam will take a note and he'll direct it that way. So Sam's amazing working with everyone. One thing I remember the most is that Keith David came in to do a number, and he wasn't really familiar with the song when we were doing it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he said, can I just, take a day and work with Sam? And so Sam worked with Keith, and that song was amazing when we recorded it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Keith has been incredible to work with because he really he will say, I want to rehearse this. Come on over to my house. Let's sit at my piano and work through this song front to back until I feel like I'm going to go in that booth and nail it the first time. And he goes and he does. He's incredible.
Wow, yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of working with people, last month at GalaxyCon Columbus, I got to work with Jonathan Freeman, an absolute Disney icon, the voice of Jafar, and he also did a guest appearance on.
Oh yeah, our list of guest stars is like amazing for a show that started, on YouTube,
So my question to you is, are there people that you are, bumping Viv and Kellen and be like, hey, can you get blah, blah, blah? Who would you like to see on Helluva Boss?
There are people that have been on that I was blown away by, like Norman Reedus was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
John Waters. My gosh. And I had to direct him, and I will tell you, I was nervous the day that I was directing John because, he's a director.
Oh, yeah.
And so I gave him a note in a very polite way, and he said, Richard, you can direct me however you want. I have no ego. You tell me how you want it. That's how I'll do it. And that to me is, those are people that put the art before the ego, which in our case, with everyone in our shows, everyone has always put the art before the ego. There's no ego that we deal with at all, would you say?
No, not at all. And I would say to maybe increase yours a little bit, when people ask me about directing the songs, I do always say, like, getting to watch you direct the dialogue, it's such a masterclass in, like, John Waters is lucky to be directed by you too. You are truly a master of that craft.
I'm gonna blush. Thank you. Yeah, no, but those people that I'd love to have on the list would be endless. I have a lot of like voiceover friends I'd like to see on the show.
Yeah,
a lot of our people that are mainly known for voiceover, and we've got a few that'll be coming on that you'll recognize. That's for sure.
Yeah, I have a lot of VO friends who are like, "What? How did you get? What happened there?" It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I want everyone cool on it. Like that'd be so cool. Yeah.
Bryce, you look like you're deep in thought, like you're thinking about who you would like to see on the show.
I was, yeah. I can't come up with the. I guess what I'll add to what's already been said is that, the fact that a bunch of my Broadway friends are in the Helluverse. I think we feel like it's the first time that Broadway musical theater actors have been invited into the space, in more than just a sort of singular way. It feels like, wow, there's a real Broadway community that's represented here. And as a member of that community, I just feel proud, and I would love to see more of them, on the show. And it's a show built with that in mind, which is why I think we're there. So.
And I think Broadway actors are made for animation.
Yes, I
really
can't believe
do.
that bridge has not been more firmly
Yeah.
built
Oh,
in the
yeah.
past. It seems crazy that it hasn't.
I've worked with a
It's-
lot of movie stars that are used to just, emoting with a look, and that doesn't work in voiceover. Whereas if you're a stage actor, you know how to emote for what we need, especially for our artists. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to play to the back of the room when you're in the booth.
Would you guys like to take some questions from our audience?
No,
We
we
would
gotta
love
go.
to.
No, I just okay.
Sorry,
Yeah, there's a
guys.
bunch of fans we have to go meet.
So before we get to our questions here, I'm going to ask you guys a question. It's been out for 2 weeks now. Who here is caught up on season 2? All right, those of you.
Don't tell me what happens. Is there any news that I need to know? Okay.
That being said, that was not everybody. So please, no spoilers. If you do spoil season 2, I'm not going to say what's going to happen, but I know some people.
Well, you can spoil it because if you haven't watched it yet, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
What are you even doing? What are you even doing?
Yeah, why are you?
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Catalea, and my question was for all of you. How did you react when you first got to play for Helluva Boss?
Well, I'll speak about my reaction, which was I was sort of dumbfounded and amazed at the same time because I didn't know what I was walking into, and I showed up. It was during the pandemic. We had already shut everything down, but Viv wrote to me and said, would you audition for this? And I said, sure. And I sent off a tape, and next thing I knew, it was in my friend's garage recording the lines to see all of season 1. And I showed up to the session, and the first thing I recorded was the improvised phone call to Blitzy. And, here's the voice of Zimt asking me to improvise some sexually...
Sexual things, Miss Baldwin.
sexual requests. Said, yeah, just improvise it. And so I did.
And we'll
but-
bleep it. We'll bleep it. So don't worry about
He
it.
said, we'll bleep it out. I said, okay. I just had a second child who was very sleep deprived at the time. I just sort of went into something I could only describe as a rant of sorts. And woke up a few minutes later when I realized no one had stopped me.
Yeah, no.
And there was silence on the other end, and I looked up at the screen, and this is what I saw. And I thought,
Cut.
and I thought, I think I just lost that job. But that was my first introduction, and then I didn't even know what I was walking into, and then I think I went home and I was like, what is this that I'm recording? And then I saw that the pilot had, had millions of views or whatever, and I went, oh shit. And I think the reason I tell this very long-winded story at this point is that sometimes it's better not to know. It's better just to go before you know. And so that little improvisation, was kind of my introduction to this. And Sam, you mentioned having fun. I was literally just like, this is the only creative thing I've done in months, sleep deprived in the pandemic, and that was my introduction. So I was dumbfounded and amazed, and I'll shut up now.
That was amazing because we were recording, like Bryce said, in the pandemic. And so we were sending recording kits from the studio out to all the actors so that our microphones sounded the same. And even though there was like a few technical glitches in the beginning with your record, Bryce, remember we took a little break when we
Yes.
got the studio back up and running. It's amazing that that entire first season, we were never together.
Yeah, that
Nobody
was
was
wild.
together, except in our pilot,
That was very
we were together. You, me, Brandon were together.
Yes,
in the
that
pilot.
pilot. Yes. That was wild. I didn't know. I've said this a million times, but when I got the script for Luna, I remember I was out that day and I got the audition and it was like, hey, you requested for this. It was like 4 lines. And they were all completely out of context. And I was like, is this a furry fighting game? Like, what is this? I literally almost, I was like feeling, sometimes I get a little lazy. And I was like, do I have to do, like, I'm out. So I did it in my friend's house, who's a voice actor as well, Kyle McCarley. I made him engineer it because I was that lazy that day. And I just was like, okay, avocado sandwich, go fuck yourself. Blah. And I was like, okay. And then I sent it in, and then it was like, hey, you booked the pilot. And then I walked in, and there had been some snafu where I didn't get the script in advance. Yeah. So they go, oh, you're going to be voicing every female character in the pilot. You didn't know? Oh, there's a song also. And I'm just sitting there going, what? Like, okay. So I just improvised. But honestly, like, that is so par for the course for being a voice actor that is actually not that weird. Like, that we do that all the time. I'll be working on a game, and I won't even know the name of the game until the game comes out, or like I'll go in and the script has been under lock and key and they won't even send it to you. Like, that is so normal. Pivoting and trying, or at least attempting to be as dynamic as possible is, but yeah, it was definitely part of, being a voice actor. But yeah, it was crazy. I had no idea. I just went, oh, well, that's probably not going anywhere because I assumed that, and then went crazy. Yeah.
I walked in and I didn't know what to expect, but I saw Erica and I knew Erica.
Because I took his class when I was in my early 20s. So, yeah.
And there was Brandon. And I thought I recognized Brandon from somewhere. I didn't realize it was from the YouTubes. And he was like, oh, hi. Like, we'd met each other before. I was like, oh, hi. And so I didn't know what to expect. I hadn't read this. I hadn't gotten the script either, or the song, which is Oh Millie, which was Erica was the original Millie in the pilot.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know what to expect either. I'd done a million
crazy.
pilots that had never gone anywhere, so I didn't know anything
That's the
about
thing
it.
is when you do a pilot, like as a voice actor, a lot of times, the pilot going anywhere after the initial record is rare, and then also people tend to get replaced sometimes on pilots. So you just really can't, you're not promised anything there. So yeah.
What we did have going for it was that Vivian's company, Spindle Horse, was funding the whole thing. So it was never, ever going to be a case of whether we were going to be picked up like when you're on Nickelodeon or something.
Yeah, it was very self.
Yeah, it was funded, of course, with the help of the fan base, obviously. So then it was like, oh, we're going to go in to record. And I remember we were going in to do the first season. And I remembered asking Vivian, I said, can I direct? And Vivian had also taken my voiceover workshop, along with Adam Nyland, one of our writers. Mm-hmm. And I said, and she said, yes, I would love for you to direct. And, I had directed 1 or 2 other shows for Nickelodeon here and there, but not fully. And so then I became the director of that show. And then when Has-Been was picked up, she said, you're going to direct that one too. And I said, great. So it's been, I've had the fortune of getting to work with like all my Broadway idols, like Daphne Rubin is out there, is sitting right next to me.
Daphne Rubin Vega.
Vega is right next to me, and I'm going,
That's crazy.
how did I get here? I start singing Rent, and then she sings Rent back with me, and I'm
Oh my
thinking,
gosh.
wow, this is my dream. This is like
I'm like in a group chat with Daphne Rubin Vega. Like
yeah.
I never.
And any theater nerds out there? Anyone?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Any theater nerds on stage?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. I think we should. Yeah. We should do another question probably because we only have 22 minutes left. So. Yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
Abigail.
Hi, Abigail.
So in a few words, can you guys tell us what your characters are going to be like in season 3 without spoilers?
No. We can tell you that you're going to be happy.
Yes.
And you're going to be sad.
Yeah.
And you're going to be emotional.
We love it.
And you're gonna be joyous. And you're gonna cry. And you're gonna laugh.
All of the emotions.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Abigail.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Den.
Hi, Den.
Hi. My question is there any one line, it doesn't have to be from you specific, but just one line that broke everyone and made them all laugh?
Well, for me, still, it's on Has Been. It's my favorite line. It's Alex Brightman's line. I've said it a million times, but it's, Miss Bomb, would you like to do a sex with me? That's still, I'm doing sex with everyone. That broke us all up.
Luna's one line from Lululand.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like it's like too daytime for me to scream it, but. Am I allowed? Is it legal? Shut the fuck up! Yeah, it's a fun one.
I'm partial to I am not a possum.
I am not, yes. A human called me a possum. I am. Thank you.
One
You're
of
like
my
Bruce
favorite
Springsteen.
things visually they do with the show is when they do the asynchronous blinks too. It just really adds to the.
I was reminded of one of my favorite lines today that I always forgot, which is like, Millie! Hi.
I think one that made me laugh in the booth was earmuffs for the little ones. Was hello, my big-dicked Blitzy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Wilder, and I have a question. The question is, what was the hardest part about recording season 2?
Getting it done in a timely fashion because everybody's schedules are different. In a perfect world, we record on the same day every week until we finish the season. But because half of our cast is in New York, some are on tour, some are in LA, some aren't available, getting everyone together at the same, to get an episode done is really hard for us. It's really hard. Because since the pandemic, we were doing it that way. And so it made it that easy. But like I said, in a perfect world, we would do like all the New York people one day and all the California people the next day or the day before, whatever. But that's the hardest part about recording our show, about doing our show.
I concur. I think that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's
Alistair.
Indigo. My question is, thinking of your characters right now, without spoiling it, of course, for the others, what would your character advise your character at the beginning of Helluva Boss?
Not everyone is out to hurt you, bitch. Calm down.
There's nothing wrong with musical theater.
Everything will be okay.
Thank you.
Also, I don't want to embarrass my mom, but my mom is here. And Mom, can you stand up for a minute?
Yeah.
Stand up. Linda. Woo! Heck yeah. Love you, Mom. And her friend is also here. And her name is also Linda.
Linda's friend.
Love you. What? Oh, my mom needs a picture of all of us after, so stay
Got it.
put.
That will be $60.
Yes, Mom.
Come to the tables.
Yes.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Walker. I actually met Richard like a couple hours ago.
Hi, Walker.
Hey.
This is Walker's first convention, right, Walker?
First, technically, I've been to like others that aren't like animation related, but like this is my first animation related convention. But
Yay, Walker.
By the way, who here, this is your very first convention?
Whoa.
Yay.
Ooh.
You never forget your first.
Hi, Walker.
Okay, so while this is technically directed to everyone, I feel like Richard would probably have the easiest answer out of all of you, because he's mainly writing as well as, okay, either way. So how many, so since I know that season 1, between seasons, it was a decent chunk of time, and I know that now we have the shorts that we're gonna be getting between then. How many shorts exactly would you say we might be getting between 2 and 3?
I know that we've already recorded at least 8 of them right now. So, that sound about right? I think that sounds about right. I think that's about right. Yeah. So you'll be getting your fill. While you will. Your hell of a urge will be satiated. Your hell hole will be satiated.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Zoe. My question is for Bryce. Do you record the bird noises for Stolas?
I think I record some of them, right? Somebody asked me this earlier today, and some of them are me, and some of them I hear and I go, was that me?
Yeah, some of them we sweeten, some of them are Bryce. Yeah.
Okay.
Hoot hoot. Yep. Yep.
Thank you.
We're like, no, Bryce, that's too pigeon. Let's do more of an owl.
Hi everyone, my name is Colin.
Hi, Colin.
What's your favorite episode of season 2 and why?
Mammon's Magnificent Extravaganza, because I love Clown Bitch in 2 minutes notice.
I have several. I like Ghost Fuckers and I like Sinsmiths, which is the last one.
I think those 2 are my favorites as well, actually. Yeah.
Because there's a lot happening in Moxxie's world on that one that he just doesn't know about yet. So.
And I liked Apology Tour until I saw Sinsmiths. I think the 2 are neck and neck for me, just because there's so much lovely messiness for Stolas in those. Yeah.
Thank you.
Speaking of Sinsmiths, Sam, did you ever think that you'd be writing holiday songs?
No, but I love it. I also I am such a sucker for crooners. I think, as a lot of the songwriters that I know, we have one sort of at least one sort of weird sort of niche-y thing they're very into. For me, I adore the work of Robert Goulet. And so I love that kind of lounge singery sort of thing.
I did a version of Oh Millie is a lounge singer for that very reason.
I need to hear it.
It was like, oh, what a thrill when the crimson starts to spill and my Millie goes in for the kill. She takes away my breath. She's the angel of death for me. Oh, Millie. Ba-ba-ba-boo.
I smell a bonus track. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Is there anything that you were like, wait, any lines or scenes that you were surprised that were going on YouTube and not like being censored because of the TOS and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, there is a word we can't use, at least in the beginning, in the first few minutes of a YouTube, which I can't really say what it is now because I want it to be left as is. But yeah, I was surprised we were allowed to do as much as we have been allowed to do because I didn't really know the YouTube world until I got involved with the interwebs. Have you heard of the internet? I hadn't heard of it 3 years ago, so. But yeah, there's nothing I was surprised about when I said, well, if we're recording it, Viv must know what we're doing. So, yeah.
I would say every script, there's something. I'm like, we can do this? Oh my goodness.
That's it. That's our answer. We're sticking to it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
Hi, what's your name?
Whitney.
Hi, Whitney.
I have a question for each of you. What's your favorite song from the Helluva Boss?
Well, of my own song, I have two. I like Moxxie's Bad Trip. I like Oh Millie, and I also like House of Osmodeus, but they always cut Moxxie's part out of that when they play it. But if of the songs I love, I'm gonna take Bryce's because I know this is Bryce's. It's the motherfucker. Love that song. Na 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 na. That's probably one of my favorites.
I feel like in terms of the two songs that I always come back to as like important to me are first is You Will Be Okay, which was the first song I wrote for the Helluverse period. It's the only reason I got to write a second song was that song. And so it's very meaningful to me, and like I wrote it when my son had turned 1, so it came from like a very personal place. And then the other one is Clown Bitch, because it was also the first song that I co-wrote with my buddy Andrew Underberg, who I had known since high school.
Yeah.
And bringing him in on that, because I know he had done a lot of K-pop work, and so it was kind of a K-pop-y style song. And it just, You Will Be Okay represents very much the heart of the show to me, and then Clown Bitch represents sort of the fun of the show to me.
Yeah, I'll second that. You Will Be Okay. That was the first thing we recorded, and again, flash back to that moment, season 1. It's the pandemic. I'm in my friend's garage. I have no sleep. I have a 1-year-old daughter and a couple days old son, and I don't know if I'll ever work as an actor again. And here comes this song, and I think as two young dads, Sam and I are collaborating on this, not really knowing each other yet, and one of us is in New York and one of us is in LA, and the world is all changed. And here's this song in the middle of it, and I think I certainly felt at the time that I left the booth being like, wow, that's what art does, Art can change the chemistry of your brain for a minute and make you feel like everything might be okay. And so that song's near and dear, absolutely.
I love, God, everyone is so freaking talented. I really love anything Bryce sings. I love Bryce is just incredible. Yep. So, yeah.
True.
But you have so much heart. You have so much heart when you sing. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ismael. I just saw you guys a little second ago.
Yes.
Yeah, very lovely, amazing meeting you guys. My question to you is, do you ever dress up as your characters, even if not in Helluva Boss?
Not even once.
I have an owl onesie.
I feel like before I die, I will need to dress up as Luna at some point and do some kind of, I'm wearing furry boots, aren't I? No, I think I want to do it, and I'll get I'll do like a sexy Luna, but it's gonna be for charity. It's gonna have to be for like an animal rescue or something. That's the only way I'm getting this ass out. The only way. But I might do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely,
now-
like for a wolf
now-
sanctuary or something. Yeah.
So now they're gonna
Yeah.
do a furry convention sponsored by the ASPCA
Yeah.
just to get you.
Literally, it's me, but like just no top, but like a dog covering my boobs, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. It would have to be for charity. It's the only way.
Also, I beg of you, please bring Clown Bitch onto Spotify. I beg.
Is Clown Bitch not on Spotify?
It will happen.
Okay.
No, the official versions
gotcha.
it will happen.
All right. So we have a little bit less than 10 minutes left. We're going to get through as many as possible. Hi,
Speed
what's your name?
round.
Hi, my name's Olivia. My question is mainly for Erica. It's from the Queen Bee episode they had.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the love triangle between Queen Bee, the wolf, and Luna?
I think they should all just date. Porque no los tres. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm V. Noel. I talked to Bryce earlier. I asked him this question. Hi, Bryce. So my question is, what advice would you give for voice actors as myself, like just starting out? And Bryce, you gave like a beautiful answer. So yes.
Yeah. So take that.
So
good luck.
Have you taken acting classes or improv classes or sketch classes?
I've taken 2 of those, and I've been in improv shows before.
Excellent. So that's the first place. Then you want to do online workshops, perhaps, with people who are actually in the industry, people who are casting, agents.
You still teach, right?
I still teach.
Richard's
yeah.
a great one.
Thank you. And then that's what you want to do, and then you want to start jumping in and doing what you can. You know, you want to be expressing however you can.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's where I am right now.
Yes, yes. You're welcome.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Joseph. Wow, that's weird to hear. So my question is for all three of you. My first one was involving spoilers, so we're not going to do that one. But my main question is now, if you could take your Helluva characters and place them in another show or another thing that you have done that you enjoy, what would you put them in?
Luna in, I did one of the player character voices for Helldivers 2.
Yes!
So I would love to see a Luna DLC in Helldivers. That would be very funny, yeah.
I would put Moxxie and Millie in Invader Zim.
That would be incredible.
I would have Stolas play King George in an animated Hamilton.
Oh my
Oh yeah.
Yes, please.
It's just right
Sam,
there.
if you could write a song for like Friends, like what show do you want to write a Helluverse type?
Oh my God. Well, I mean, my peak of my wish list as a songwriter is the Muppets. That is the number one thing I desire in my career is to work on an official Henson song.
Thank you again. Y'all have a happy New Year as well.
Thank you. You too.
Hi, what is your name?
Hi, my name's Alyssa, and my question is for all of you. What was the hardest episode for you all to record? Like the most impactful, the most emotional, the most difficult?
It's not out yet.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was like tears rolling down my cheeks, like it was bad. So we'll see. It's far off, but yeah, there's a lot of Luna angst coming up for sure.
For me, it's also like Erica's. Mine isn't out yet, but I really thought the episode, the Unhappy Campers, it tread new ground with Moxxie and Millie, where you see that they had conflict for once, and they resolved it, which was great. But it was a good thing to see because it's not always. It starts out funny as, my name is Moxxie, I'm 12 years old, and I'm the hottest girl in my school. It started out funny, but then it becomes really a serious issue in relationships. So that was the most emotional, I think, that we've gotten with Moxxie in the show.
I would say probably Apology Tour, just because, sometimes the hardest thing to do is tell someone you love that is, you got a problem. And speaking the truth can be hard, especially in relationships. So, yeah, all those messy scenes between Stolas and Blitz, they certainly come from a personal place on the day and still do when I listen to them. So yeah, I would say that's my answer.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Noah, and this question is specifically for Richard. So Moxxie seems to be like the sort of the middle child of Bliss's employees between him, Millie, and Luna. So my question would basically be like, how old is Moxxie like in relation to Millie? Because it seems like she has like a year or two on him.
Good question. I think that I am ageless, like I am now. I mean, I may look 20 to you right now, but my voice still sounds 10. So I don't know the answer to that question. I haven't really thought about it. I'll ask Viv.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, 3 minutes left. Speed round. Let's go.
Hi. I have a question for spoiler alert from season 3. Does Crimson Will be coming back on the season 3?
I don't know because I don't get to see the scripts until they're done writing them. So I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
see you later,
Let's hope
Richard.
he is. See you later? What the heck? What the? Oh, I disappointed you, did
didn't
I?
please him.
We'll see. Yes, next
Hey, y'all. This goes for everyone out there. Hey, Erica, good to see you again.
Hello.
My question is, what's your character's thoughts on Lucifer? Do they have any strong opinions on him, whether as a ruler or
Yeah, enough with the ducks already.
Hi.
Yes, enough with the fucking ducks.
Okay. Hello again to most of you. Hi, Sam.
Oh, again. I got it.
Yeah.
Hello to most of you.
Yeah. I'm being friendly here. If you could celebrate Sinsmas, what sin would it be?
It would be gluttony for me, for sure.
Yeah, gluttony.
Yeah.
Gluttony. Yeah. Yeah, definitely gluttony.
Okay. Yeah, same page.
Rage? Is rage a sin?
Wrath.
Wrath.
Well, for me, it's rage.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, there's people
All
in the
right,
back
let's,
praying
guys,
to get their
I think we
answer.
can get
Come
through
on.
these people. We'll just do
We
it
can
quick.
do this.
Hello. So, if there was ever a crossover between Helluva Boss and Has Been Hotel, which of the characters from Has Been Hotel will hang out with your character?
Moxxie and Charlie.
Vaggie and Luna for sure. Yeah.
Serpentious, I guess? I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Elric.
What is your what would your character's favorite musical be?
My character's favorite musical is Phantom of the Opera. My favorite musical is Jesus Christ Superstar.
It would be Cats for Luna. She'd love to. Yeah, for sure. Haha, fuck
I guess
you,
I'm going to
Bryce.
go with Hamilton because I already said it. And also A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, the Tony winner for 2014.
Thank you. All right, 3 more questions. Here we go.
Hello, if you could assign each other new characters from Helluva Boss, who would you pick?
If you mean other than our own characters?
For each other, yes.
We have to assign. Okay, Erica would be.
Richard, we got 30 seconds.
Millie. Bryce would be.
23 seconds.
There's a Raleigh.
Okay.
Yes. And you would be. I would like to hear you as Stolas. Great.
I'd be
amazing.
Oh, Blitzy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello,
thank you.
my
That would be
big
fun to do
thick
an episode where
friend.
we're all voicing each other's characters. That would be really funny, yeah.
When you guys get trinkets when fans meet with you, what do you guys do with them? Like, where do you put them?
I have a huge box of like all of these bracelets in my house that I have. Yeah.
I recently just posted a picture of everything that I got this year. That was just like I posted everybody's gifts.
Yeah, I used to have an attic.
Yeah. Take some aspirin.
All right, last
Thank
one.
you. All right,
Hi, okay, my name is Jovi, and I'm going to be really fast. What do you
Jovi.
think your favorite character, or what do you think your character's favorite song from a musical would be?
Favorite song from a musical.
You'll be back.
You'll see. Probably something from Cats. Magical Mr. Mistopheles. I don't know.
Try not to get worried. Try not to turn on to problems that upset you. Don't you know everything's all right? Yes, everything's fine.
All right. That was amazing. That is our time. That is our time. I know you came in late. You came in late.
Okay.
That is our time. But before we go, you guys want to take like a gigantic group selfie?
Let's do it.